Hello, welcome once again, City Heroes Video Tours. We're here in Pocket D on one of the public open servers here of Homecoming. Doesn't matter which one we're on, we're just here on one of the servers. And I'm here to show you a fairly quick, efficient way to knock out the winter event badges. Now, let's bring up the badge tab here, see where we're at. Okay, I got this year's login badge. This one was obtained from the newly revamped Lord Winter event. You'll easily get the 100 defeats for this badge in that event from one run, so that's not a problem. This, of course, is from destroying the Winter Lord in one of the zones, and I have a separate video on how they've altered the spawning of the Winter Lord, which in turn leads to this badge if you click the suspicious gift in one of the zones that invokes the Winter Lord's presence. So this is the one for spawning him, and Frozen Fury is the one we've always had since live for defeating him. See my separate video for full details on this new badge they added this year. The Lord of Winter badge is for beating the Lord of Winter in the Lord Winter event. This is the new bonus badge they added for that event if you beat him without his power level reaching 100%. A little tricky, but not impossible. See my separate video. And alright, got these out of the way thanks to an alt account of mine. We just getting the duplicating gift and then passing it back and forth amongst each other while deleting to ensure that all my alts got those two badges knocked out of the park right away. So that's how you can quickly get rid of that one. But now we got to get rid of all the rest of the badges. So we're going to show you a quick way to do most of them. This one here is pretty much the biggest speed bump of the entire event. This is a solo-only badge. Teaming with others will do you no good. It won't do you any good at all, because whoever clicks the present gets the badge credit. The rest of the team will not. So it's just a solo badge. You run through the zones that spawn the presents, which is most of the zones in the game. Click the presents as you find them until you reach the magic number of 200. It's been that many since live. I wouldn't mind if Homecoming were to drop it down to say 100. Just thinking out loud there. But that one's probably the bigger speed bump of the entire winter event. But we got some other badges to get. There's the Baby New Year mission, and there's the Lady Winter mission. Each one has a reward table at the end where you can pick up some badges and stuff. However, we have here the Candy Keeper, where you can redeem candy canes to pick up previous login badges, as well as other older badges from the winter event, including a couple of the reward badges from the missions. There's 4 badges you could get from the missions if you want to run them 4 times. However, why bother? When you can get most of them with candy canes. So I'm going to show you. Also, I need to check something else on this character. Okay, he does not have Toothbreaker for Snap Tooth 5 times. We'll include that as well. So first, okay. This is a fairly fresh alt off the assembly line, so we're going to need some candy canes here, but luckily an alt of mine was able to transfer some canes over from storage. It's nice when you have about 5,000 candy canes stored on a drone account. So with some influence and some candy canes, let's start clicking the badges. This is one of the reward badges you can get from either the Baby New Year or the Lady Winter mission. We're going to pick it up now. Another login badge. Okay, that's one of the older badges from the original winter event. This is another reward badge from one of the missions. We're just going to pick it up now. I'm a few candy canes shy. Well, I'll fix that in a bit. One moment. Okay, and a quick thanks to my drone account for shifting me 25 more candy canes from storage. Ding. Okay. If you want to waste candy canes on getting this, feel free. I don't really see the grand need for it, but hey, that's up to you. These recipes you can easily obtain through gameplay. These temp powers you get with the rewards, so there's no need for me to buy them. Plus, it's a waste of candy canes for the most part. The Candy Keeper here is open all year, except he won't do any of the badges. They used to have it set up on Homecoming where you could pick up previous badges all year round, but they changed that a while back. So Kind of a bummer. It was nice to have a head start. But okay. Let's head over to our contact, old Father Time. I'm high enough level to get the Lady Winter mission. So we're going to go ahead and get it. And it's all the way down there, no problem. Beauty about the ski slope is that you can take a nice fall in here and not take any damage. Oh darn, what a shame. Yeah. Let's go defeat Lady Winter here. There's a badge for her, plus we'll have 2 badges open on the rewards table. Okay. And there's Lady Winter. Jets off. Lures. Barrier. She does have a wicked debuff that she might be able to apply it on me, but we'll see. Lures locked on target. Okay, these are the 2 badges the candy cane vendor doesn't offer. So we'll take the first. Let's get out of here quick. Tick-tock on my lures. I gotta get back up there quick, so I can't call Father Time yet until I talk to him again. Once I do, then I can call him from anywhere in the zone. Hallelujah. And we're in a rush to get back up to talk to him because of tick-tock on the lure. So there we are. Now where is he? Oh, yeah. Got a little turn around there. Okay. Oh, he's offering me new contact. Okay, swell. We're going to take Lady Winter again. We don't need Baby New Year's mission quite yet. Oh, joy. Same door. How about that? All the way down. Okay. 4 minutes left on my lures. That's perfect. There are also the ski slope badges, the 3 basic and the 3 advanced ski slope courses. However, it's been set since the return of Homecoming for the ski slope to be open all year. So we really don't need to prioritize getting those at this time. You can do the ski slope any time of the year, a fact for which many are grateful. Same also with the trucker map badge. There's a floating truck in the ski slope area in the air in here. And if you go to it, there is a map badge labeled trucker. It used to be back on live. That badge and the ski slopes were only during winter event, and well, that was a little bit of a frustration for some players back then. Because there was no way to get outside into the ski slope back on live unless the event was running. Okay. Or at least no way that I know of. Anyway, here we are. Here we go again. Barrier's back up. Oops. Okay, barrier's back up now. Lure's locked in. Okay. That's the very efficient way to knock out all the badge. So you want about 300 candy canes for the most part. And then do what I did. Go to the vendor, smash her in 2 separate missions, and you get the 2 other badges that were not available from the vendor, Crystalized and Frosty. These cannot be bought with candy canes. And here is the badge for Lady Winter. Now, let's go see what we can do about the Toothbreaker badge. That's from defeating Snaptooth 5 times. Now, it's a bit more efficient to do it during the winter event than the spring, because in spring event, the missions from DJ0, when you unlock him in Pocket D, you have to defeat Snaptooth 3 times in each mission for it to count as one defeat and the mission ends. So that's one way to do it, but it's not the best way. With this, in the Baby New Year mission, you just find them, you knock them out once, and that counts as one of the defeats. You're then supposed to rescue Baby New Year and take him out to the exit. However, not going to do that on this. Taking down the Winter Guard gives you the key you need to unlock the area that you got to go to, which is right through here. Always look for the Winter Guard, not the Winter Lord, the Winter Guard. Bigger team equals more guards on the Winter Guard also, of course. This map is always the same. Which tunnel? Unknown. It is rando. So we'll start here. Hey, got lucky on the first one. All right. Lures despawn. That's okay. They're not really needed for this. Alright, so I've just beaten him once. I could take Baby New Year out and then get the mission 4 more times, or you know what? We're just going to do it this way. I'm going to log out and just let the mission reset. Be right back. Okay, and we're back. This is Snaptooth round 2. As you can see by the map, we're in one of the other tunnels this time for him. Okay, I'll take a purple recipe. Anyway, that's Snaptooth number 2. Be right back. Okay, here we are, Snaptooth round 3. Again, you could go 5 times in the spring event, but that literally means you gotta use 5 of your 10 DJ0 Snaptooth missions. It's better just, in my own personal opinion, just do it here in the winter event, but that's just me. Okay, that's round 3. Be right back for round 4. Okay, that's number 4. Next one should be 5. That's Toothbreaker. And the Red Cap Gladiator badge. So, more efficient, I think, to get this in winter than in spring. So now I got a choice. I can take him out of here, or I can just abandon the whole mission. Be right back. Okay, we're back. I did a double back, went back outside to the exit, and set the mark and recall accolade. Back in the old days on live, and for the first years of Homecoming, we had to take him out the old-fashioned way, with him constantly losing track of us if we're too fast or too stealthy, because he's slow and he's got crappy perception. But thanks to this lovely accolade mark and recall, which can be your very best friend on situations like this. Ta-da! Well, congratulations. Do what I did in this video, and you will very efficiently wipe out the winter event badges, except, of course, for this one. So again, try to knock out the Lord Winter and its bonus badge first. This is a small speed bump. Get it out of the way. Then go check the zones and find the big present that gets you this one. See my separate video for both Lord Winter and this one. And then if you don't have this one yet, form up a team and then smash the Winter Lord in the zone, and you'll have it. And then have about 300 candy canes tops, and then you can just rack up all the badges from the previous events all the way down. Snowbound, that's one of the login badges, so it's License to Chill, Home for the Holidays, Hypothermia, Winter Weathered. This one here, defeat 100 of the snowmen. Just do one run of Lord Winter event. That's all you need now. Holiday Spirit's one of the original badges from the first event. So is Toy Collector. Ugh, I do wish they would change that to maybe 100, but that's just me. Crystalized and Frosty you cannot purchase, again, from the candy cane vendor. You gotta go ahead and do the missions like I did. The others, these three you can get with candy canes. And then this is for the duplicate gift, giving and receiving it. So, that's that. That's how you can efficiently knock out the winter event badges with basically minimal effort, provided, of course, you have enough candy canes in storage to pick up the missing badges. This character needed 300 because he was fresh off the assembly line, so that's been the most I've needed so far. Others have needed 250 or 275, it just depends, hey. So there you go, about 300 candy canes from your storage if you have it. Otherwise, you gotta go start buying them from the market at the inflated price right now. Or just grind the missions and maybe do some multiple runs of the Lord Winter events and rack up candy canes that way, so that's up to you. Or just do the missions the old-fashioned way and just get the badges that way, but that gets pretty repetitious. In any event, this alt is now ready to go patrol one of the zones in the very near future and rack up 200 presents. What a boring badge. So see my videos for the very naughty badge that I showed you for spawning Lord Winter, or Winter Lord I should say, and then see my video for the revised Lord Winter event. And that's going to be a cut and a print and a wrap on this one. Hope you enjoyed. Have fun with the winter event, and as always, turn your computer off and go outside and play for a while.